Alrighty then. Alrighty then. So I was watching a video. Uh, it was made by the person who like turned it on to Psalm 91, which I think is a, so that's why sometimes that's why people get very disappointed when they see or have to even try to face reality that maybe somebody isn't who they portrayed themselves to be. You know, like somebody who's a friend to people and stuff like that. Or somebody, you know, clear-minded who makes sense. And then when you start like getting to see more of behavior, then you know that, oh, bummer, they're not really what they portrayed. Whether or not somebody, you know, like people don't always have to like the same people. But I noticed, well, it was pointed out to me actually, it was pointed out to me how difficult it is for good people like Tanger, Hidden Blessings, you know, Mr. Tim, anybody who like if they buy a if they get a membership or something, or you know, if they support the channel in any way, shape, or form, it's not just me who they don't like. It's anybody who, even if they were their friends 3 days ago, if they see something like that, or even if nobody ever did anything with them, like Tanger, uh, she never did anything. Well, we never did anything at all to OBS, that's for sure. We know that. But for some reason, no BS comes from the state of mind that they just don't care for me. I don't know why. We always thought that they did. Oh God. But we've never had. I mean, especially like you know, I don't know, like anyway. So I noticed that somebody made a video. Hi, Tander, called Paranoid Pecker, and I think it's pretty shitty because first of all, The person who made it does go under anonymity. And so it's very easy. Hi, Simka. It's very easy for people to not know who's who. I mean, we, all of us, as like what we like to think, like been here for a while, none of us can really pinpoint who No BS is. It's a guessing game. It's not paranoia, it's a guessing game. Now, just because somebody isn't sure they can trust people doesn't always mean they're paranoid. It might mean that that's the way it is. I mean, the very next day after or whatever that, Chicken Winner came in here, then you start making videos about her again. Not again. That's the first one I'm seeing actually. And you slowed it down, so she sounded inebriated. And you probably played audio while showing comments that weren't, you know, what she might have been addressing. And I really think a lot of it, she was being facetious when she was saying, oh, wait, Trump's next wife is everybody, Italian Pina, and this. Um, right. So Tanger, puts a comment saying the anonymity online, a general statement. It's a general statement. She says the anonymity online definitely brings out paranoia. Also, the real viciousness makes YouTube feel unsafe, both rationally and irrationally. Sometimes there really is a group of people on here that is out to cause hurt and or damage a person's personal life and mental health. Other times, it's just a game for entertainment. I think the paranoia is a combination of both the platform setup and those that use it. Definitely brings out some bizarre personalities, right? Totally correct, in my opinion. That makes sense. Nobody's name, nothing. Nobody's name or anything. So then No BS responded with, oops, sorry, fucking cat. No BS responded with, having paranoia is no excuse to dog someone and call them names. That's called abuse. Okay. So what is the excuse for all the names that people get called on here? Like, you called people a couple of names. No BS. You really have, and you've made fun of people. So under an anonymity. So do you think being anonymous is an excuse to call people names? Maybe you're paranoid. Maybe that's why you're going as anonymous. Or maybe you're just prepared to, your intent is to abuse people, so you want to be anonymous. You see what I'm saying? Like, everything that happens and occurs here is contradictory. So then Tanger says, I agree with that. Even though I didn't see Chicken Winner calling you any names. No BS. I really didn't. I did not see her calling you any names. Hi, Hidden Blessings. So then Izzy, who crawls out of the woodwork like a cockroach when the lights are turned off, says, it's also mentally and emotionally abusive when certain channel owners use their channel to falsely accuse multiple parents of being the cause of their kid's death, or when they publicly cast doubt on a kid who is fighting cancer because their head looks shaved. Okay, now I don't know, Izzy, why you're involving yourself in that conversation, but none of that was going on right there. So, okay, yeah, but none of that was going on. Travel Girl Lou says, Izzy, my Lincoln Hope, I don't know what that means. You're doing okay. I've missed you. Yes, you're right. It's abuse at its finest. I have had some pretty bad things. It's built up from being cancer bashed, etc. It's really funny how these individuals can point and call people PEDOs, etc. Disgusting. Now, I don't know what any of this had to do with what Tanger was saying. I really don't. But it just seems like, Travel Girl Lou jumps on people. Izzy jumps on anybody who says anything. I think they're just an aggressive, mean person in Blessing because Tanger's never had any kind of a run in or been mean, and neither have you, Hidden Blessings, with either one of Travel Girl Lou or Izzy. Okay, and Chandra said, Hi, Izzy. I heard the first one you were referring to, and all SG said was that someone was an addict too. I don't know. That's it. On your second accusation, I never heard anyone refer a bald-headed child in the way you're suggesting. I think your hate goes so deep that you convince yourself that things happen that either didn't or could easily be misinterpreted. I'd love to see you make a positive post about anything or anyone in this community. Can you do that? Good point. Good point. I have not seen any kind of positive post from Izzy unless it's like, oh, awesome attack or something. Um, Travel Girl Lou goes to Tanger. Like, for what reason? LOL. Well, go back to SGs since you love that kind of content. Now, what did that general statement that Tanger said bring it to where she's got to start defending me? Hi, Ellen. Hi, Charles. That she's got to start defending me. Those people can't just have a conversation based on the fact that, that's Tanger. She didn't do anything to them. But they're such disgusting, constant predators that are searching for anything. Even though she makes a general comment mentioning nobody, they bring it to me. Izzy says, Hey Lou, my Lincoln. I don't even know what that means. Hope all's pushy with you. Yes, emotion. Basically, she doxes her, brings up her kids' names and her last name. So, like, passively aggressively doxes her. Yes, emotionally abusing grieving parents and casting doubt on people fighting cancer. Gee, you think? Is just about as low as a human being can go. Gee, you think, you think, Izzy, you think? especially when that person alleges they weren't believed, yet somehow they received over $8,000 themselves from the very generous community they are now abusing. I am not abusing. Boils my piss, girl. Boils my piss. What the fuck, Izzy? You were a mod on my channel after that. I mean, I didn't attack you. You attacked me. I just don't even understand it. Why all this just because Tanger made a general statement? And Travel Girl says, yes, love, and the audacity that the demon of mass. How dare she call me a demon? I'm sick of her saying that shit. Where does she get off calling me a demon? Doing all of that spells, cemetery dirt she got. She's calling me a demon. Woman doesn't even know me. I don't know why my phone isn't charging. That is name calling. Absolutely. Why isn't it fucking charging? Absolutely, it is name calling. And No BS said in response to you, having paranoia is no excuse to dog someone and call them names. That's abuse. So here we have already starting here abuse. Saying a damn word of doubting me not being sick. That was Bobbles who doubted you. I don't really know you. I mean, Travel Girl, not one freaking time did I use my illness to gain money. I never said you did, Travel Girl. Freaking sick maggot. Wow. Who are you calling a freaking sick maggot? You're so gross, Lou. They all are. Oh, all of us, I guess. Thank you, love, for asking about my little family. They are grand. Kendra said, Izzy, what about all the people who cast out on SG's cancer? Why are they given a pass? And could it be that SG was making a point that if people are going to doubt her cancer, why should she not doubt their issues? True. D. Whitmore, who nobody knows. You very conveniently have never heard the horrific things SG has said about many people, including children, yet have run around looking to see if anyone ever called her a bitch. That's not true. That's not true, Mr. Anonymity, or whoever that is. So you're under your anonymous. I'm talking about people attacking Tanger when all she did was make a general statement, and they're trying to intimidate her to have to feel like, can I go around? Can I give, not me, her, can she give her opinion on videos that, she's not even mentioning anybody? She's just making a general comment, and she's being attacked in a video about calling people names and attacking people. I mean, it's like intimidating people to choose. You're not allowed to come into or make a comment on any channel if you support SG. So it's like, even if SG says, I don't mind, anybody going to any channel that they go to, we should all be friends and support other channels and stuff. And it's not the same, on other channels. Like, they go in, people from here go in there and then they end up having to spend their time defending me. Like, why? Why can't they just treat Well, she said that no bullshit did it, but she allowed it, you know? I mean, she's allowing it about, Tandra just said one thing in general. Yeah, then she got gangbanged. There's like over 30 comments now to Tandra's comments saying a general statement about the anonymity that, these social media platforms provide. It can really create. Well, I feel bad for the people who, get put in that position. Recently, Mr. Tim, I watched him get booted from 2 channels because he became a member. And so when he went into the channels that he used to go in, they both booted him. They both booted him. Traveler Lou, I'm no demon and I'm not a maggot, and nobody else is. Yeah, I don't understand why no BS would think that, you know, right. But the point is, hidden blessings, it's not that it bothers her, it's that eventually it could start bothering people, and that's why they do it, because they're trying to intimidate my mods and people who want to become members or anything, or even talking here, trying to intimidate them by gang bullying to have to make a choice. And that's terrible. They're the problem. They are the problem. Um, Samantha says to Travel Girl Lou, I don't know you, so you most certainly do not know me. Is that how you talk to people you meet for the first time? And she says to No BS, who hadn't made a comment at all, I would say both Izzy and Traveler, I mean, since the one. Says, I would say Izzy and Traveler are being abusive to me here on your channel with no reason whatsoever. I guess that is okay with you. And she said to Traveler Girl Lou, calling someone a demon and a sick maggot isn't abusive at all. Izzy says to Traveler Girl Lou, can you believe this woman? Now, why would you not speak to Tandra directly, Izzy? I'm actually embarrassed for her, she says. Tandra says I misinterpreted as she's saying, well, her head doesn't look shaved. By the way, Tandra, your friend on separate occasions also referenced the Gypsy Rose case while sneakily making a comparison to Obama's struggle. I heard her loud and clear in real time with my own 2 ears. And I thought you said you didn't watch me, Izzy. But she wasn't talking about me. Her statement wasn't to you, and it was in general. So you're not hearing anything right here, Izzy. See, poor Tanger is part of the problem. What the fuck are you calling her poor Tanger for? She just flat out refuses to help her friend take any accountability for the wrong she says and the hurt she causes. Tanger is clearly suffering from blind loyalty, even going as far as to call me a liar. See, I didn't hear any of that. Izzy, you're just terrible. But if there's one thing I don't need to lie about, it's the nasty garbage that spews from SGLOL. So crazy, man. The bottom line is all this while, Tandra's wondering, why doesn't no BS say anything? If she's so against this. Okay, Charles. Oddly enough, the weird thing is where it says, it was highlighted before, it says, no BS, it's hard to this seriously when you allow me to get attacked for making a general comment. I've never had an issue with you. Aren't you doing the same thing? And still, no BS. Wow. I don't know a million people travel girl live, so definitely not telling a million people about you. Samantha said to travel live, so paranoia is no excuse for dogging people and calling names. What are these people's excuses? I've been nice to Lou and no BS and anyone that comes in STs. Why am I getting attacked here? And now I don't know you, Lou, and never said anything about you. And to Izzy, she said, my comment was not about anyone in particular. I'm being attacked because of my association with another channel, something I never do as a mom. Traveler Girl says, dude, I've not ever spoken to you at all. Yeah, exactly. And that's what Tander said. And then that was the last thing I said. Yeah, trying to incite arguments. That's what it is. The trolls trying to incite arguments. And, I think that when you recognize that who's trolls and stuff, right? And you get rid of them, well, yeah, you're going to have less people in your chat. You really are going to have less people in your chat. But eventually, more people will realize that, maybe do they even really want to go to those channels? I guess sometimes, yeah, to defend themselves. But the bottom line is what they're doing. Like Izzy, she only ever comes out like a cockroach. She's out when the lights go out. Or she sees something, she got to jump on it. She's gross. Travel Girl Lou, nasty. I mean, yeah, it is frustrating. It is truly, truly frustrating. But then there's people who will start eventually coming around, like Grinch. And then there's chicken winners. Oh, that's cool. Hidden blessings. Um, there's, chicken winners. She has lives. There's, I'm sure there's live streamers even out of this community that you don't have to tell anybody about. They go to and make, a niche for ourselves. Because what we see here is somebody who it's repeat. It's a repeat thing. Nobody has this problem, and their problem is the evidence. It's because they are group aggressive cyberbullying. Dangs. Disgusting. This gross. Chicken Winter's been nice to Obama. Now, why is what kills me is you've got No BS who was modded in that live stream, and Karen, Incantations by Karen, who was awesome, and seems to think it's all funny with the LOLs. And the bottom line is Chicken Winter's hurt because just like there's been times I've modded people, and then you find out they're not, so you get hurt. It's hard to believe that people can't just be nice to people based on their individual attributes. And Tantra is a wonderful person. Hidden Blessings is a wonderful person. Chicken Winter, wonderful. People are wonderful people, and they are their individuals. They're just themselves. You don't get to pretend that based on who, if I was, a serial killer, like, they were all like, we love Hitler, and, you're like, well, we don't support Hitler. But it isn't like that, okay? Travel Girl Lou, it isn't. You can continue to keep going on and on and on. Aussie Amy, I see she's scheduled another hate fest with that Chrissy F, who knows every local business around me. And I find that to be very stalkery. Thank you, Ellen. And like terrorizing, that's terrorizing somebody. But she came in with Aussie Amy, prudently was on the panel. I've shown it, accusing me of faking cancer for, I don't know, sympathy, money, whatever. I don't know. And I didn't even know Chris, but that was after they had been in a live stream saying, out of anybody who deserves domestic violence, which they're usually against, but for SG, they make an exception. They don't know me. Who says that? Who says that? But they're so desperate to have friends that they figure we go along with it, then at least it's not us. But that's their decision. I mean, we've played it, shown it over and over. Right? We can only do it so much. So we got to realize that we can't change them. I don't know. I can't imagine people being so happy that they want to make others miserable. That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't jive. If they're so happy, show us their videos being happy and just be happy and be wonderful and let us live vicariously through your happiness, not try to make others sorrowful and intimidate them. Tanger or no other mod should have to automatically start defending me when they go somewhere or make a comment. We're not attached at the hip. We don't agree on everything. She's just a mod here because she can be not personal. Like, she's not going to be like, what's up? Or Bobby Ramos, who blocks everybody that comes in the room. You know, um, she doesn't agree with me sometimes being like, oh, wait, don't block that person. But she doesn't hate me for it. And quite frankly, she's never had any conversation, as neither has Hidden Blessings, unless you come in here, because you also had mods like that, Travel Girl Lou, who went and took things in their personal favor and blocked them both. And I know for a fact Hidden Blessings and Tanger both went there, and Hidden Blessings went when your son was going through the dog bite thing and wanted to give you best wishes. I didn't even know you, had never mentioned you whatsoever, but she got blocked right away. Spartan said, that's one of them. I mean, like it's Invasion of the Body Snatchers or something. And she got blocked and she was upset. And Tandra got blocked when your room was saying really some nasty sexual stuff, if I recollect. And you was letting it all go. Just letting it fly. And I didn't even know that you had been making videos saying that I should have an exorcism, that I'm a demon. Yeah, blocked. Blocked immediately. It's like, and I watch that happen, you guys, and I feel really bad. And I see Bobby Ramos, she's like accepted everywhere. But you know what? They're horrible. Right, hidden blessings. But the bottom line is these people are, we can see now. I mean, Travel Girl, Lou, you don't even make any content anymore. But she doesn't make any content anymore. But you go around, Travel Girl, and you say evil shit. You're attacking Tanja for nothing. For nothing. She said nothing about me or anyone. Travel Girl, nothing. You're calling everybody maggots and you're calling me a demon. Who the fuck do you think you are? Other than a complete An utter stranger. Dude, that's it. You're a stranger. We don't know you. We don't know you. And we can only just keep like looking at this. I will point stuff out as it comes up, but that was a perfect example of how these people who want to pretend they're not part of something, yep, they sure do, and to try to intimidate you, to break you down, and break it, what's it going to take to make this person want us for friends as opposed to be a mod on SGs? Well, even as a mod on SGs, she's not doing anything to do with modding on SGs in that comment section. She's making a general comment. What's it going to take to make you grow the fuck up this easy, child girl, and stop stalking people? You're stalking everyone who comes to my chat. You're not just stalking me. You stalked Tanger into that comment section. That's what it looks like. I mean, you may think it doesn't, but it sure does. No, we were just there commenting. Well, then just comment. Everybody's allowed fucking freedom of speech, right? Without you fucking jumping on her. See, but I didn't even know. It was Hidden Blessings who tipped me off to it. Because Hidden Blessings, when say something, I go, oh, well, I never had anything. Bad experience with Travel Girl Lou yet. So, and fucking, she goes, really? And there was, sure as shit, there was a video with her saying, you know, I was a demon. And all swears too, like swear after swear after swear. And I needed an exorcism. And I hadn't even ever spoken to the woman. Whole live streams talking sexual. Like, oh. But it's an example of what, when a targeted individual, it's not just them that become targeted too. It's basically everybody in their chat. And it's to isolate. It's the same thing that a domestic abuser does sometimes to their partner. Is they try to isolate them from their family, from everything. They want to make their life totally. But this is on a higher scale. This is a group of people who will take on responsibilities to do that, to destroy people. They want to destroy. And they're sick, and that is why things gotta change. I mean, laws gotta change. Things have to change. So we point things out as they come about. It's about exposing how the mentality of people. It is definitely good versus evil here, because this woman just keeps calling me a demon, but they all keep going on. SG said about that. I didn't say it about that. I said it about Angie, Travel Girl Lou, because she, for some reason, wants to keep thinking that I don't like it. Let's put it up that way. I don't like the names that I see myself and my friends. I love one thing pop, and I don't think any of us like it or agree with it. I think you all should have a wonderful day. Steel sharpens steel. If ever you see a good example of something that correlates with why certain laws that grant immunity to certain social platforms shouldn't be changed and looked at, but they should be. It's a real problem. with no motivation, then and no repercussions, then there's no reason for them to stop. And this is not international waters. And I appreciate you all. And I think you all should have a wonderful day because you deserve it. Thank you, Tandra. Thank you all. Peace, love, and tacos. United we stand, divided we fall. We appreciate you.